Several explosions have rocked Pakistan as more than 57 people have now been reported dead in the country. In this edition of Kantipur News, we have for you an update on the suicide bombing in Balochistan of Pakistan and the ones in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. We will also see how the heads of state, the presidents back home over the course of time have violated constitutional norms, and we will give you a roundup of the Asian Games being held in China. Good evening, I'm Sarah Chitrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. The role of president questioned following repeated violation of the constitution under the influence of government and political parties. Experts say presidents tend to forget their constitutional responsibility. Large number of public still deprived of safe drinking water as 280 projects across the country stranded amid government apathy. At least 57 killed and dozens more injured in an explosion in Balochistan, Pakistan. 5 more killed in another blast in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And Nepali PUBG team enters into the semi-final of esports at the Asian Games. Performance in badminton and athletics remain feeble. China bags over 100 gold medals. The country has seen the tenure of 3 presidents since republicanism came into effect, with the third head of state, Ramchandra Paudal's term still ongoing. However, the office of the president has found itself in controversy numerous times. President Paudal has been in the position for around 6 months. In the welcome move, the president decided he would not interrupt vehicular movements as opposed to his predecessor, who courted controversy for keeping the public waiting during their travel. However, serious questions were raised on the president few days into office as he certified the controversial citizenship bill. President Paudal once again received criticism from all quarters for granting pardon to Resham Chaudhary, who was serving sentence as the main perpetrator behind the infamous Tikapur massacre. Later on the Constitution Day, the president once again gave pardon to the list of individuals serving life sentences upon recommendation of the government without weighing their crimes and their backgrounds. The president also turned back on his own words by billing the government for his health expenses. However, President Paudal is not alone in the pool of controversies. It may be recalled the first president, Rambaran Yadav, had overturned the then government's decision to relieve former Chief of Army Staff Rukmangat Katwal. This invited flag to the president, as analysts termed it an exploitation of his authority. It was also understood that the president had reached out for help from the army, saying that the then Prime Minister Baburam Bhattarai had failed to create an environment for election after the dissolution of the first Constituent Assembly. Former President Yadav also met with controversy for endorsing political parties' decision to form a government under Chief Justice Khilraj Regmi, a move that has not been envisioned by the state constitution. The country's second President Bidya Devi Bhandari also invited controversy by allowing the dissolution of the parliament by the then Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and for rejecting claims by Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba, who had the support of 149 lawmakers to form the government. Bhandari also breached constitutional norms by rejecting to certify the Citizenship Act Amendment Bill that had been approved by the Federal Parliament twice. The office of the president has hence come under constant scrutiny, and its existence has been disputed amid failure to the holder to maintain the dignity of the post. Vote counting is on for the election of Bagmati Province Committee of Main Opposition CPN-UML. 1,131 votes have been cast and vote counting is underway. Although the voting was scheduled for yesterday, leaders attempted to find a consensus, delaying the voting process. Kailash Thungil and Krishna Prasad Dahal are contesting for the leadership, while Navraj Silwal and Hasta Pandit are contesting for secretary. We'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. The problem of drinking water in districts of Tarai region is on the rise due to climate change and exploitation of Chure region. Temperature has been rising due to drought and wildfires, which has caused the decline in water level of various water sources. However, the government has remained indifferent towards completing more than 280 drinking water projects that are being constructed at an investment of billions of rupees. It has been 17 years since the implementation of drinking water project in Matihani of Mahottari. The project had begun in the year 2063 BS with a view of enabling access to safe drinking water. However, the consumers are still deprived of the same. 225,000-litre tank, deep boring, transformer, solar panel, among other structures constructed by the federal government at an investment of 15 million rupees have remained unused. Similar is the situation of Majhura, Bishanpur, Aber and Simradahi drinking water projects in Matihani. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked in several provinces regarding ways to ensure access to safe drinking water for all. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
राज्यले गर्नुपर्ने आफ्ना क्षेत्रका कामहरू गरेपछि सायद सबै नागरिकले शुद्ध र स्वच्छ पिउने पानी पाउने अधिकारको उपयोग गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ।
टोलमा गाउँ-गाउँमा चाहिँ छ नि वाटर ट्रिटमेन्टको चाहिँ योजनाहरू चाहिँ लागू गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ।
मेन पाइप हो, त्यसमा चाहिँ फोहोर जथाभावी नफालेपछि
घर-घरमा धारा उपलब्ध गराउने अनि विशेष गरेर त्यो खानेपानी ट्याङ्कीले शुद्ध गर्नुपर्छ।
मुहानमा फिल्टरहरू राखिदिनु पर्यो।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before that, let's take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked, why has the government not reimbursed the dues amount of the builders? 40% voted for A, lack of fund, 27% for B, inadequate process, and 33% for C, indifference to development. And here's today's question. What should be done to ease the public's movement during festivals? Your options are A, provide adequate facilities, B, tighten monitoring, and C, make existing facilities active. Voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Twin explosions today have rocked Pakistan. At least 52 people have been killed and more than 50 injured in a suicide attack on a religious gathering to mark the birthday of Prophet Muhammad in Pakistan's restive Balochistan province. While another explosion at a mosque in Hangu in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province has killed at least 5 people. The injured have been taken to nearby hospitals and a senior police officer was among the dead. The Pakistani Taliban, known as Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP), has distanced itself from the attack. The TTP is a separate group but a close ally of the Afghan Taliban, which seized power in neighboring Afghanistan in August 2021. Last year, the group broke a ceasefire with the government, which led to a resurgence of its deadly attacks across the country. Time now for another break. We'll be right back. Time now for sports update.
Sports news.
Nepal has failed to make it past the quarterfinals of badminton men's team event at the 19th Asian Games. Nepal's team, including former under-19 world #1 Prince Dahal, was defeated in straight sets by India as neighbours team with Lakshya Sen, Shrikanta Kidambi and Mithun Manjunath overpowered Nepali team of Dahal, Sunil Joshi and Bishnu Katwal. Nepal's PUBG team has entered into the semi-final of the PUBG Peace Elite Asian Games version after becoming second in the group following the quarter-final match held at Esports Center in Hangzhou around noon today. Nepal became runners-up in the quarter-final group that included Palestine, Hong Kong and Saudi Arab. Hong Kong also entered into the semi-final as the group winners with 51 minutes 9 seconds timing in today's match. Nepal had clocked 54 minutes 4 seconds. Palestine and Saudi Arab's journey has, however, ended. A total of 8 teams will contest in the semi-finals and they will be divided into 2 groups. 4 teams from the 2 groups will progress into the finals, 3 of whom will bag medals. China has crossed 100 mark with its gold medal tally at the ongoing 19th Asian Games. The host nation has so far bagged 105 gold, 63 silver and 32 bronze medals to make it 200 in total. China bagged the highest gold medals for swimming. Japan has leapfrogged South Korea to come second in the medal tally with 27 gold, 35 silver and 37 bronze. Third placed South Korea has so far won 26 gold, 28 silver and 48 bronze. India is in the 4th position with 8 gold, 6 of which comes from shooting. Only 22 out of 45 participating nations have opened their gold medal account. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.